As we go forward tonight, the falling mercury is setting records. Northwest Indiana residents are being asked firmly to stay off the roads. The Indiana Department of Homeland Security has issued travel warnings for the northern two-thirds of the state. Jodi Richmond is the director of the Lake County Department of Homeland Security, and she joins me right now at Lakeshore News tonight. Jodi, I want to thank you so much. I know that you have been working almost nonstop since yesterday, but I want to tell you how much I appreciate you coming to take the time to talk to us.
Sure, no problem.
The warnings, what exactly does that mean? Because if you look at a state in Indiana and the Department of Homeland Security warnings, like the top two-thirds of the state is red. What does that mean when it's red?
That means basically, if you're not any non-essential emergency personnel, you need to stay off the roads.
Okay, and how long do you think that's going to be in effect?
Probably for a little bit longer, maybe tonight and until tomorrow.
Okay, and what are the biggest problems that you're seeing on area roadways?
Stranded vehicles. In the event that there is a stranded vehicle, then they place themselves in harm's way, and then emergency responders are taken away from different call volumes of response and then have to respond to that stranded vehicle.
So the biggest focus of the warning is not just to keep motorists off the way, but actually to make sure that the emergency responders and the INDOT can actually do their jobs.
Yes, so that they can be freed up to do more emergency pressing details, and that way you're not having to be a distraction.
Jodi, you are in the Department of Homeland Security, particularly Lake County. You are very much responsible for the safety and well-being of a great many people here in Northwest Indiana. What exactly is your function in times like this and in other times? In what circumstances would you be called out?
We work very closely with our cities and towns in disseminating the information from the cities and towns, mayors and town council office to our commissioners, and then pressing that information to the state. It's a collective effort in regards to when the commissioners want to decide to declare or not declare, and the different kind of travel advisories that we put out.
And in what circumstances would you have to do something, take some action?
Our office specifically,
yes.
We generally are working behind the scenes 24/7, whether it's in our office or from home, so that we can keep Lake County as safe as possible and get that information out there. But we're usually working in the slightest, smallest disasters to the big ones like this.
And your purview is not just things that are weather related, are they?
No.
And what other kinds of circumstances might you have to take some action or help coordinate efforts?
We look at things from an all hazards perspective. So from the smallest emergency disasters to the biggest ones like this, we're in there. We're trying to plan and prepare and get the public educated, and the municipalities educated. And one of the things that we have started in 2013 was our Red Green Card initiative. And this is just simply a card that you can place in your window in the event that you are snowed in, or if you have to shelter in place. The red obviously can be seen from a drive-by, so that if you need help and you have power out or whatnot, then the public safety officers can see that and stop. And if they see the green in your window, then they think everything's okay, and you're probably doing pretty well for your 72-hour window if you're having to shelter in place.
Let me ask you a question, because I'm looking at this, and I love this. This would be great for a car or for a home, because
yes.
You can be obviously seen from the street. Where can people get these?
We have some in our office, and we have distributed some of them out throughout the cities and towns in Lake County. That's one of our big pushes this year, is to gather some more, so that I would love to equip every single resident in Lake County with one of these.
Right,
but
and there's other information out
yes,
there too. Lots
yes,
of helpful
lots
information.
of other information.
You have another pamphlet here that I want to talk to you about. It's about sheltering in place,
yes.
is it not?
It is what to do and what not to do, pretty basic, easy steps, so that if you have to shelter in place, whether it be at home or in the workplace, of a checklist of things to do and what not to do. And it has in there also the 72-hour emergency preparedness kit that you would need to purchase for your home. Real quick, back to the Red Green Card. Even if you don't have one of these cards, a simple colored construction paper of red or green obviously can correlate with this Red Green Card initiative.
And I think what our viewers might not realize is that when you have a warning advising people to stay off the road, that is an emergency situation. And if you are at home, even though you might be having a lovely time with your family playing games, you are in fact sheltering in place,
Yes.
and you should be prepared for
Yes,
that.
and a lot of times that people do their normal things throughout their time period at home, and they're sheltering in place, and they don't even realize it. So,
Jodi, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us
Thank
tonight. I know
you.
you've had, like I said, very busy time and probably more to continue, but thank you for taking the time to talk to us
You're
this
welcome.
evening.
Thank you.